Good evening and welcome to this parent session where we're going to address what you could do as a parent if you think your child's a bully.
Let's be realistic and listen. No parent wants to get a call from the school principal about bullying. But what if the call isn't about your child as the victim, but instead as the perpetrator of harassment? Your gut reaction might be to deny it, but how could your sweet angel be involved in something so nasty? But bullying isn't a problem that anyone should ignore. So take a deep breath and commit yourself to finding out what's going on and make whatever changes are necessary to be sure you are not harboring a bully at home. Why are you concerned? What makes you think that your child might be a bully?
There are a variety of resources online about bullying. Oftentimes you'll find information about the victim of bullying. There are also a lot of resources out there about identifying whether or not your child might be the bully. One that we would recommend is this bully screening quiz from pediatrics.about.com. It's called Is Your Child a Bully? We're actually going to run through the quiz now so that you can get an idea of some of the things that you should be looking for when you're trying to identify this problem at home. The first question is, does your child act in an impulsive, hot-headed, or dominant way? For the sake of conversation here, we're going to leave all the answers as yes to these questions. Does your child get easily frustrated? Does your child lack empathy? Does your child have difficulty following rules? Does your child view violence in a positive way? Does your child have friends who are bullies? Does your child have friends who also view violence in a positive way? Does your child frequently stay unsupervised? Does your child have parents who are overly permissive or overly harsh? And that's a tough one because you've really got to do a self-reflection there. Does your child repeatedly shove, punch, or physically push around a boy or girl in a mean way just because he felt like it? Does your child spread nasty rumors about others? Does your child regularly exclude one or more kids from his activities? Does your child tease people in a mean way, calling them names, making fun of their appearance, or the way that they talk, dress, or act? And the final question is, does your child hang out in a crowd of people that hurts others, spreads rumors, or tease other children? Now this is a lot to reflect on about your child, and these are behaviors that you might not readily experience at home, so you're really going to have to do some soul searching, things your child has said at home, things you're hearing from other people, in addition to just reflecting on what you're experiencing at home. Basically, when you get through this Is My Child a Bully quiz, all of the questions that are being asked were formulated using the Stop Bullying campaign, Stop Bullying Now campaign. So basically, if your child comes up with one or more of the yeses to those questions I just asked, then you could potentially have a problem. The more yeses that you have, the stronger the possibility of a problem.
It can be difficult to hear that your child might be a bully. So handling this situation is going to take patience and understanding. It's important to find a calm, quiet, and private time to talk with your child. Remember, it's your responsibility to model respect, kindness, and empathy during your discussion. And here are some questions to get the conversation started. So you could ask, how are things going at school and at home? You could flat out ask them, are you being bullied? A lot of times students that become bullies are that way because they've been bullied. Do you get along with other kids at school? How do you treat other children? What do you think about being considered a bully? once a student knows that they might be considered that, that might be a wake-up call to them as well. By starting this discussion, you could learn a lot about your child's social life. And if the behaviors don't begin to change based on the outcome of this conversation, make sure that you do keep an open line of communication with your school personnel. Remember that the school can be a resource to help you out in a situation like this.
If you'd like more information about identifying bullying behavior in your child, here are a couple references that we use to put this PowerPoint together, and that they're public websites, so you're welcome to use them as well. Again, thank you for your attention tonight.